Well, good evening, everyone. Meteorologist Michael Wilhite here with Southern Indiana weather. It is about 6:30 on this Friday evening, Eastern Time, that is, 5:30 Central Time, and it is gorgeous outside this Friday. And here we are taking a look at the latest satellite and temperature data, and we are nearing 70 degrees. In fact, we are 70 degrees up here in the Vincennes area. You've hit the jackpot today. Look at these temperatures, though. 66 currently in the Jasper Huntingburg area, 68 in Evansville, even all the way up to 69 at Stanford Field there in Louisville. Absolutely gorgeous weather, just a few clouds in the skies. The big story, though, is the temperatures. Not a whole lot of rain with this system. You can see a low pressure system up here approaching cold front to our west, but you can also see how far lagging behind the cold weather is behind this cold front. You have to come all the way back up here before you into Montana before you get to the really cold weather. That will eventually funnel its way our way this weekend. However, it's going to take a little while to get there. It's going to be Sunday before temperatures really start to cool down pretty significantly. It looks like Saturday is going to be another beautiful day, just not quite as warm as the front passes tonight. We'll talk about that here in a second. Today's video update is being sponsored by Metal Magic in Washington. You can contact Chad at 698-8555 for all of your paintless dent repair needs. Remember, they have that traveling hail team, custom detailing, and chrome accessories, and all kinds of great things. You can see some of the pictures that they do here at the bottom as well. Days like this, folks, remind us that severe weather will come upon us eventually one of these days. And with the hail that comes with severe thunderstorms, you know as well as I do, sometimes they can be quite large, sometimes they can be small. Both can do damage to your vehicle, so keep Metal Magic in mind. All right, not a whole lot of rain with this system out there. In fact, it's a pretty moisture-starved system. I just throw on, well, I don't have the button here. Let me just do this. 66 degrees. The dew point's also 28 here. We're looking at a dew point of 29 here. Dew point of about 34 up here. So the dew point is starting to creep up just a little bit. But if you're talking temperatures in the mid to upper 60s and the dew points upper 20s to low 30s, that's some very dry air. And of course, as the cold front passes through that dry air tonight, it's just moisture starved. There's not a whole lot to work with. So for that exact reason, the latest future radar is less aggressive. In fact, it's been progressively less and less aggressive with any type of rain the further on we've went in the modeling this week. And here you can see it. Here we are about 11 o'clock tonight. You can see where the cold front is. The low pressure is starting to move up this way. And you got the cold front slowly dragging its way, moving slowly behind it. And as it moves through, you see almost nothing for us. It's not aggressive at all, a stray shower or two. So certainly nothing to worry about as far as rain goes. Tonight, I do think that we'll probably see something on radar as the cold front passes in the area, or at least in the region. But, maybe a 20% chance, nothing aggressive after that. Now, temperatures during the day on Saturday are going to rebound pretty nice, back up to the mid-50s. But then behind that, as we go into the Saturday night into Sunday morning hours, that's whenever we could get a little bit of a mess headed towards us. Watch this. Watch the rain move down towards Kentucky. It looks like we may get possibly a stray shower out of this, but again, not very aggressive as you see. 4-kilometer NAM, our high-res NAM, takes the freezing line well above here. Some of the other models actually take it a little bit more to the south and make this snow flurries. But the NAM is, by the time this goes to the south, all the precipitation is gone. So keep that in mind. A few of the models do say there could be the potential for some light snow showers on Saturday night, but I tend to side with the NAM. I'm not sure that we're going to see it. But I have went ahead and put flurries in the forecast for Sunday night as a result. I can show you that here on the GFS model. Here's the rain. We're looking at precipitation type here. Here's a cold front moves through overnight tonight. Possibly a little bit of shower activity, but not much to speak of. And then you can see possibly a little bit of light flurry activity as you head early into Sunday morning, mainly over Kentucky. Might be nipping our southern Indiana counties. So again, it's not going to accumulate much of anything. This would be a stray snow shower at best. We're not looking at snow showers even area wide, so it's just a possibility in there, 10 or 20% chance, and that's about all the type of a chance you can get. Better chance for some accumulating snow would come next week, but probably not for us. It looks like more of the accumulations would stay more towards our north. Here we are on the 25th in the overnight hours on Monday the 24th into Tuesday March 25th, and you see the potential for a little bit of light snow even sticking around all day through the 25th. So, but again, this is not anything significant accumulation-wise either. In fact, it looks like we're going to warm up sufficiently, at least into the upper 30s, possibly to near 40 on the 25th. So that would limit any accumulations we get, obviously, and I've coded it as a rain-snow mix potentially on Tuesday. At this point, until we see data that suggests we might be cooler, but I'm not looking for any accumulation out of this. The really good news is as we take a look at the extended forecast beyond this, I'm not going to say that this is 100% correct. I don't know this yet, but this could well be the last snow flurry activity these next couple of days that we're going to be dealing with, potentially for the rest of the season. In fact, winter's over. We're into spring now, so it would be nice. But as I show you the temperature data here in just a minute, you'll see exactly what I mean. Just take a look at the numbers from the excuse me, fighting a little bit of a cold here. Just take a look at the raw temperature numbers for the next 15 days from the GFS ensembles, and you can get a picture of that. Yes, we have a little bit of cool weather here to deal with, potentially flirting with upper 30s, near 40 a couple of days, potentially even some rain-snow mixes in there. So yes, potentially some snow shower activity there, but after that, the warming trend continues, and really our normal for this year should be around the 60 degrees for a high, roughly, and you can see we get very close here. It warms up to the mid-60s and back down. You know what? I'll take it. I mean, that's great. This is pretty much where we should be for this time of the year. And so really you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and then it looks like a 10th day coming in here. After this cold step, the next 10 days beyond the GFS ensembles can see look like pretty normal days, and that's great. If we take a look at what the Climate Prediction Center is saying, this is their 8 to 14 day temperature outlook probability, and in other words, this is going beyond the cold snap next week. After that, what can we expect? They've actually, for the first time in how many months has it been freaking cold? Oh my goodness, this is the first time I've seen us in the above normal category in months, it seems like. So this is huge. This is wonderful news. In fact, if we take a look at the 7-day forecast here in a minute, you'll see that it's just an absolutely beautiful forecast once you get past a little cold snap. And then, of course, we will take 50s and even 60s. Again, 60 should be a pretty normal temperature. I will say this, oftentimes the ensembles are a little bit cooler than what the actual temperature ends up existing when it's this further out. So likely these would be a little bit warmer if this works out. Sounds absolutely wonderful to me. All right, enjoy one more warm day tomorrow before we get there. We'll take a look at the high-resolution NAMS temperatures for tomorrow. We made it up to about 66, 67 in the area today. For some of us, close to 70. That's not bad. Absolutely beautiful day. Tomorrow will be a nice day. You can see we start out tomorrow morning in the low 40s, mid 40s here. It looks like around 42 or so for our low. It actually takes us down to 38 by the time you hit 8 o'clock tomorrow morning. We'll see whether that verifies or not. Probably somewhere is pretty close to the 40 mark is what I'm expecting for this. All right. As you warm up as you go throughout the day, you do warm up fairly nicely, about 52, 53, something like that for a high. High resolution NAM looks like it's suggesting about 54 for Evansville, 55 for Huntingburg roughly. For the Evansville area, somewheres around like that. Then the bottom falls out of the thermometer again, and watch how we go down. Here we are into the overnight hours, and by the time we wake up on Sunday morning, we're flirting with below freezing again, temperatures around 30 degrees or so. And then, as you continue on beyond that, you can see we only warm up to about 43 or so on Sunday. So the cold weather is unfortunately going to make its comeback, but the good news is it's not going to last for very long. All right, let's go to southernindianaweather.com, and we will take a look at your 7-day forecast. I'm forecasting, again, I don't have tonight down on here on your Eubler & Sons forecast, but again, roughly around the 40-degree mark, between 35 and 40 degrees area-wide tonight. Just kind of depends on where you are. Colder to the north, warmer to the south, obviously. Up to about 53 for your high tomorrow, partly cloudy. Again, a few snow flurries possible on Saturday night if you believe the GFS model. If you believe the high-resolution NAM, not going to happen, so take your pick. Likely, its odds are stacked against it. I've only given it a 10% chance of seeing it, but I wanted to go ahead and put it in the forecast in case it does happen. We're going down to a low of 31, so, these flurries would probably be likely to occur in the early morning hours right before sunrise on Sunday morning. On Sunday morning anyway, excuse me. Not a very aggressive chance. The better chance of that comes a little bit later in the week. Again, the cool down really starts on Sunday. You see 44 down to 41 on Monday. That chance of light snow moves into on Monday night as we go down to about 27 for your low. And again, then it warms up all the way. I'm forecasting 39. Some of the models are a little more aggressive and saying up to 44. They're kind of a widespread on the temperatures there. I'm going a little bit on the low side because of the precipitation that I'm expecting. I think that'll keep our temperatures down a little bit. But regardless, it's going to be warm enough that even if it does come to snow, it won't stick. Not at 39 degrees. The other thing is, this time of the year, whenever you have those warmer temperatures especially, it has to get an all snow type of a situation out of this, it has to come a very heavy snow shower in order to keep it all snow and to dynamically cool that atmosphere down enough to keep it as an all snow. But then again, it doesn't stick. If we get any light activity, it'll probably stay more of a rain type of an event with a flake or two mixing in, and that's about it. And that's pretty much what I'm expecting. Not anything aggressive at all, and again, I'm not expecting accumulation. And the good news is, this looks like this could be the coldest day that we see in a good little while, and we may not see any snow after this, and that's good news. Let's just keep our fingers crossed and hope it's that way. Warming trends slowly after that, up to 43, mostly sunny on Wednesday. Wouldn't be surprised to see these temperatures inch up a little bit more as time goes by. 55 on Thursday, all the way up to 58 on Friday, cloudy with some showers likely. And again, in just the raw temperature data that I have shown you beyond that, we start to warm up pretty nicely beyond that. So look for temperatures in this extended outlook coming up in coming days to continue to get warmer and warmer as we go into that great above normal chance for warmer temperatures. So enjoy this, folks. We got to get through a little bit of a cold snap after this weekend, starting Sunday. So we've really got Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday to deal with. 4 days of kind of a little bit of colder weather. After that, it gets better. All right, that is it for tonight's video, folks. I'll have another one of these in the morning for Southern Indiana weather. I'm Meteorologist Michael Wilhite. Have a great night.